What is up, guys? My name is Kyle FtW and welcome back to another Call of Duty video here on the channel. Today, we are here with a very interesting news and information video talking about the future of Call of Duty and everything of that nature from the perspective of Activision and Call of Duty as a franchise. Of course, you guys know that I've been loving Black Ops 7, so Call of Duty for me isn't going anywhere, but I wanted to go ahead and talk about all the information that we got revealed today discussing the future of Call of Duty and everything of that nature. The gameplay that in the background is a kill confirm gameplay using the brand new Season 1 Maddox assault rifle, which I honestly have to say might be one of the best ARs in this game. It is absolutely amazing. It is so good, and I hopefully you guys get to enjoy that gameplay. So pretty much every year over the last 5 years or more, Call of Duty has gone public with their Q4, also known as Quarter 4 meetings and information. Essentially what happens with big companies, as far as I'm aware, is every quarter. So Q1 is, of course, every 3 months. The first 3 months of the year, second 3 months of the year, third, etc. They go ahead and reflect on Call of Duty, the state of their game, the state of the company, and kind of talk about things and talking about where things are at. And today we got some information directly from Activision that talks about Call of Duty, the future of it, and where it is going to go, where it is at now, and everything of that nature. So we have a lot of tweets here from Charlie Intel that talk about quotes directly from Activision, and I wanted to go ahead and talk about those here in this video, and then talk about my honest opinion about this information. So starting off here with the first tweet, it says, breaking. Activision says they will no longer do back-to-back Modern Warfare or Black Ops releases in Call of Duty. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolutely unique experience each and every year. And I couldn't actually be happier to hear this news. This is a huge piece of information surrounding Call of Duty, and I think is a big win overall. I think that the burnout for Call of Duty is the way that it is right now because we had 2 Modern Warfare games back to back, then we had 2 Black Ops games back to back, and it very much alienates a big portion of the Call of Duty community. So just a quick timeline. Of course, we all know Call of Duty was Infinity Ward and Treyarch all the way up until Advanced Warfare. And then once Advanced Warfare happened, we had a 3-year life cycle where it would be Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and then Treyarch. Or I guess I messed that up. It was Sledgehammer Games, Treyarch, and then Infinity Ward. And then that kept repeating until things got a little bit muddy with COVID and Black Ops Cold War. As we all know, Cold War was originally under development by Sledgehammer Games, and then Treyarch ended up taking over development of that game very shortly after that. Then, when we got into Vanguard, that was a sole game that was made by Sledgehammer Games, which I did enjoy, by the way. I know nobody did in the community overall, but I enjoyed the game personally. I played it all year long, had great gameplay, had a ton of fun. That was honestly a game that had pretty low skill-based matchmaking compared to the other games. I could be crazy, but all I know in thinking back on that game, I had a lot of really good gameplay and had a lot of fun playing it. So anyways, I know Vanguard's kind of been forgotten to the world, but I love Vanguard, but that's neither here nor there. Then we had Modern Warfare 2 2022, which is, in my opinion, the worst Call of Duty multiplayer to ever come out. And then we had Modern Warfare 3 right after that. For me, I don't know why this was. I did not like Modern Warfare 2. But I was excited for Modern Warfare 3 and Sledgehammer Games making Modern Warfare 3, but I actually didn't enjoy Modern Warfare 3. So that kind of brings me to my point that I'm going to talk about here in a minute about Call of Duty and the burnout. So we basically had Modern Warfare 2, then we had Modern Warfare 3 2023 back to back. I didn't play any of those games, and I moved over to old Call of Duty content for 2 full years, basically. I tried the games out a little bit, but then moved over to old Call of Duty gameplay. And then, of course, last year we had Black Ops 6, and this year we have Black Ops 7. Both games I really enjoy. But here's the whole thing that I want to talk about. The point of all of that, going through that entire thing, is I didn't play Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3 for 2 full years, which meant that I was basically out of new Call of Duty for 2 years. And a lot of people, I guess I'm crazy, a lot of people probably would have quit and moved on to other games. But I played Call of Duty for so many years, and Treyarch was coming up with Black Ops 6, which I knew was going to bring me back to Call of Duty, and of course it did. But on the flip side of things, there are parts and areas of the community that do not enjoy Treyarch Call of Duty games. They don't like how fast they are, they don't like the time to kill, they don't like the map design, they don't like the layout, they don't like the weapons. And so, unfortunately, this was going to burn out people for 2 years, if they did not like a Treyarch game, which is to me crazy, but there are people out there that don't like Treyarch as a development team. And so that has led to a lot of burnout in Call of Duty. 2 years of Modern Warfare, 2 years of Black Ops, again, alienating different parts of the community for 2 years. People are going to move on to other games. They're going to find that modern niche with Battlefield 6, for example, and that's going to hurt the franchise in the long run. So the fact that they are now going to fully get rid of that forever and go back to the original Call of Duty formula of a game every year, but made by different development teams, is nothing but good news. Now, my honest to goodness hope is that they really go back to what they did back in the day, where Treyarch develops everything in their game, campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. Then over in Infinity Ward games, Infinity Ward designs everything, makes everything, and same thing with Sledgehammer games. I know there's probably going to be a little bit of overlap, but what I don't want to see, hopefully, with this and them saying this, is Treyarch makes the zombie mode every year. Then Sledgehammer games and Infinity Ward are in charge of their multiplayers. I think that that's part of the problem as well, is that it really hurts the creative freedom of those individual development teams. So again, this is definitely huge news, and at the very end of the video, I'll talk about what we can expect for Call of Duty over the next couple of years, which proves that this is going to happen. Next, we also have more information here from this same blog post that says Activision acknowledges that they have more to do on listening to fans for Call of Duty. We have been building the next era of Call of Duty, and it will deliver precisely on what you want, along with some surprises that push the franchise and genre forward. We look... Interesting. Oh, wait, there we go. It disappeared on me for a second. We look forward to welcoming you in, listening to you, and moving forward together. Now, I am seeing some comments in here that says that they've seen this before, they're not going to believe it. But to be honest with you guys, I think that the reason that I do believe this to a degree is what we've seen with Black Ops 7 so far. We had all of those dev talks, we had all of that stuff, which is just amazing. I've complimented the dev talks on multiple occasions because I think they're great. I think it's good to kind of get into the brain of developers, why they design stuff, shows that they're listening to the community. They have repeatedly pulled up questions from people who played the game and answer them, and I think that this is really great to see coming from Activision, that they're going to continue to listen to the community, which should mean we're going to get more similar things to the games that we want, as well as we may also get those continued dev talks for years to come, as I said, which is nothing but a good thing. So definitely love to hear that there. Continuing on here with this information here, it says we also know that some of you, the franchise, has not met your expectations fully. To be very clear, we know what you expect, and rest assured we will deliver and over-deliver on those expectations as we move forward. Now, I'm hoping that by them saying this is a confirmation. I guess again, we're going to have to see a confirmation of the continued push for reduced skill-based matchmaking playlist, open matchmaking, persistent lobbies, etc. Because I gotta say, guys, the gameplay that is in the background that you guys are watching, the only reason that gameplay was able to happen was because of open matchmaking and because of persistent lobbies. I got into a very, very good lobby with a wider variety of playstyles, and it was a ton of fun. Like, so much fun to play. So this is definitely really good to hear. Hopefully, again, as I said, this continues the open matchmaking trend, and maybe we'll continue to have 3-lane maps. Maybe we'll continue to have a working mini map, because again, unfortunately, one of the things I'm kind of worried about next year is Infinity Ward is taking the helm on a Call of Duty game, and I really haven't loved an Infinity Ward game since Modern Warfare 3, the OG classic one. So I'm really hoping that we don't see significant changes between development teams. We see different settings, we see different maps, we see different kind of Infinity Ward's twist, but we see the same core gameplay of Call of Duty, same perks, same sort of 3-lane map design, good kill streaks, normal mini map, etc. So again, Activision knows what we want. Hopefully they'll continue to deliver, and hopefully we'll get the trend of what is happening with Black Ops 7, where we get a bunch of events, camos, just like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 7. I don't know why we get games that have really awesome events and awesome stuff to grind for, like Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 7, but then we have a game in the middle like Black Ops 6 where they forgot all that great stuff. So hopefully we can see that continuing in the future. Now, here's one of the biggest things of all, is that Activision confirms that there will be a new Call of Duty in 2026, which will be going up against GTA 6 an absolute unique experience each and every year. That is using a direct quote from Activision there. And we all knew that this was coming. I don't think it was a surprise to absolutely anybody that this was going to happen. And am I worried? Not really. I mean, GTA 6, of course, is going to be a big game. We all know that GTA 6 will be that way. But at the same time, I'm a Call of Duty player. The odds of me getting GTA 6 are very high. I'll probably play through the campaign, and I'll probably leave it be. Because that's kind of how I do single-player games. And as soon as Modern Warfare 4 comes out, as long as it's good, I'll be playing Call of Duty. So, again, I don't think Activision is too worried about GTA. Yes, GTA will sell a ridiculous amount of copies because it just does. It does every single year. Call of Duty Ghosts went up against GTA 5, and GTA 5, I believe, outsold Call of Duty Ghosts. I could be wrong on that. But at the end of the day, Call of Duty is still Call of Duty, and GTA 6 is still GTA 6, and they do have different niches. I mean, single-player game, open world is very different of an experience to Call of Duty. So, of course, we're going to get a Call of Duty this year. People were saying that it was going to be canceled. I knew that this was not going to happen because they've never canceled a Call of Duty game, basically ever. And I mean, even with Infinite Warfare, they had the game come out and they added Modern Warfare Remastered onto it. So they could have canceled Infinite Warfare, but they kept it. And so, again, Call of Duty is not going anywhere. We're going to get Call of Duty games for probably ever. Now moving on here, we have some stuff that relates to Black Ops 7, and then we have a couple more tweets to talk about here as well. Again, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video than I thought it was going to be. I do apologize. I didn't mean to talk this long. But anyways, we have a free trial that is going to be coming into Black Ops 7 in the next week, which is pretty exciting. So those of you who have not gotten the game yet can get your hands on it and experience the open matchmaking and everything of that nature, which is pretty cool. It says here, Activision says Black Ops 7 will get the free trial next week and allow fans to decide for yourself on the depth of the content in the game. Activision also says they remain committed to a full year of Black Ops 7 post-launch seasons, which is great. We kind of knew that this was coming. The only thing that I really hope is that Treyarch makes these seasons, the season that we had this time, is the standard for every single season, 1 through 5. So again, those of you who are not interested in Call of Duty, not interested in Black Ops 7, can get your hands on the game this week for free on every single platform. So I hope that you take the opportunity to do that because, as I've said many times, this could potentially be the very last Call of Duty game that we ever get that has open matchmaking. So jump into it, see what you think of it, and for 1 week, just ignore the noise, ignore the negativity. Just jump into the game and see if you like it. If you don't after playing it, then that's fine. But I will never understand people who complain and yell about a game that they've never played. I think that's crazy. So definitely give it a go. Okay, continuing on here, we have a couple more tweets here. Again, lots of information today. I told you guys, it was kind of crazy. I deleted Twitter off my phone because it's way too distracting. But I came home and I checked Twitter and I saw all this information. I was like, wow, this is going to make for a really cool video. Continuing on here, it says, to be clear, the future of Call of Duty is very strong and we believe our best days are ahead of us given the depth and talent of our development teams. We have been building the next era of Call of Duty and it will deliver precisely on what you want along with some surprises. Honestly, this is probably very much for surprises that push the franchise and the genre forward. We look forward to welcoming you in, listening to you, and moving forward together. So, again, a lot of this is probably just a PR statement because, again, it's a company. At the end of the day, Activision is a company, so they're trying to put their best foot forward, be positive. But honestly, if Black Ops 7 is the beginning of a trend with Call of Duty is going to be good for quite a while. I can see that happening. Again, I know that every development team has their own specific twist on what multiplayer looks like. Treyarch usually focuses on more fast-paced gameplay, smaller maps, usually a slower time to kill. Infinity Ward usually prioritizes a little bit more tactical, or a lot more tactical in the case of Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2, combined with more realistic maps, more realistic gameplay, and faster time to kill. And Sledgehammer Games is kind of in the middle. There's been really fast time to kill games with Vanguard, and there's been a little bit more Treyarch type games with Advanced Warfare, and very similar to Infinity Ward games like Modern Warfare or like Call of Duty World War II. So they all are different, and I'm really excited actually to see what we have in 3 years from now with Treyarch's next game in 3 years, and Sledgehammer's games in 2 years, Sledgehammer Games' game in 2 years. And even I'm cautiously optimistic about Infinity Ward's game next year, and to see what they have to offer here. And again, I'm really hoping that this statement reigns true, and we get open matchmaking forever, and we get good Call of Duty games that are similar in many ways to Black Ops 7. Next, to go ahead and move on, we have here a new tweet from Charlie Intel here that says, we've heard from sources that Black Ops 7 player counts have been lower than that of Black Ops 6 and Modern Warfare 3 during their respective few weeks after launch, but Call of Duty has many players overall that doing worse, quote unquote, than previous years is still higher than competitors. So essentially what this tweet is saying is that Charlie Intel's sources from around the gaming world have confirmed that the numbers in Black Ops 7 are down compared to other Call of Duty game titles, but those numbers are still higher than other competitors like Battlefield 6 and games like Arc Raiders, which is really interesting. They don't have any specific games that they've mentioned here, but we can infer that the competition, quote unquote, of Call of Duty at the current moment is Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders. So from what we have from the information here, that Call of Duty is doing better than Battlefield 6 overall between all platforms than Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders. Now, finally, to wrap up this video, that was way longer than I thought it was going to be. We, of course, have rumors about the future of Call of Duty that kind of go with what Activision was talking about. So, of course, next year, it is confirmed, or rumored, I should say rumored, that we are going to be getting a new Modern Warfare game from Infinity Ward. Is it going to be Modern Warfare 4? Is it going to be a completely different sub-series of Modern Warfare? Like, it would be kind of cool if we had like a Call of Duty Modern Warfare Ghost, where it's all about the story of Ghost. Or Call of Duty Modern Warfare Price, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare Soap. That'd be really interesting, actually. That'd be really cool, especially if they did Price, because we could go back to Chernobyl, we could go back to the events before Call of Duty 4 and experience what Price's life was like back then. That would be really cool, actually. Who knows? It doesn't say Modern Warfare 4. It says a new Modern Warfare game from Infinity Ward. Okay, we'll probably get information about that in February, March, at least some leaks, and then we'll get full-fledged information in June of 2026. And then in 2027, we're getting a new Call of Duty game sub-franchise from Sledgehammer Games. Now, we don't know what this is. This could be Advanced Warfare 2. They could be going back to historical, or they could be doing something modern, but we're going to have to see. This is going to be really interesting to see what we're going to have from Sledgehammer Games in 2027. And it says, the tweet also says, not clear yet what is happening beyond 2027, but we can probably infer that it's going to be a Treyarch game, that's going to be maybe a Black Ops game, or maybe something completely different. We're going to have to see. But yeah, guys, again, a lot of information today talking about the Q4 information and details from Activision. Again, talking about the future of Call of Duty and what we can expect as we go through the next couple of years. And overall, I think that this is definitely a positive outlook of a video. I think Activision here is doing a lot of positive discussions. Again, do I trust Activision? Of course, I don't really trust them too much, because at the end of the day, they are a company. And so, of course, they're going to be positive and say things at face value to get people and their shareholders excited and happy about the game. But my only thing is, again, I'm just covering the news because that's what I always do what I have decided to do this year and years going forward. But I also wanted to I just liked how positive this was, so I wanted to go ahead and share it with you guys. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are about this video. Where are you at personally with Call of Duty? Are you enjoying it? Are you hating it? Are you skipping out on Black Ops 7 and excited for Modern Warfare coming out next year? Are you going to skip Call of Duty next year and focus on GTA? Whatever your thoughts are, I'm always happy to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. But anyways, if you did enjoy the video, like ratings are always appreciated, and check out any of my other previous Black Ops 7 videos. They'll of course be linked down below within the description, as well as they will also be at the end of the video for you to check out as well. And I'll see you guys all on more Call of Duty videos very, very soon.